there's almost like an obsession with figuring out like, okay, how are we going to get this thing out of our life? Because this is terrible.
True, true. What I see is wealthy people are training their kids from the time they're like 8, 9 years old. Because I
Mm.
remember growing up with one girl who said her mother told her you should always keep some kind of little business on the side to help deal with the taxes. So this lady had a balloon business. Now the balloons might just cost $1.50, but and she wasn't making much money, which is probably the key there, but the expenses she had, because in addition to that, she could write off expenses for the car, the home office, anything she was doing to help make that money. But she only knew this because her mom told her when she was little. She started this balloon business when she was 12. So I was like, what? You had a business all this time? Could not believe it. I didn't know people did that. And my father was an accountant, so I didn't know. But I guess we weren't wealthy, huh? But so nobody told us how to handle that. But now you can find out these things. You can be aware. You've got to get your kids involved as soon as possible. My recommendation is that you include the kids as part of your board of advisors and give them a job. Maybe their focus is marketing. I have a lot of kids that are being paid by their parents' businesses and they handle the social media or they send out birthday wishes to the clients or they're doing different things. A lot of them, if they're little, well, if they're babies, then they can be models for the business. If they're, I don't know, between 5 and 6 or so, they can clean the office, they can pick up trash. Back in the day, we used to have them passing out flyers. I don't know if people still do that today, but there's something they can do so that they can learn about business. It's so important that they do this because their future is at stake. If I knew then what I know now, I'd be a billionaire.
Yeah, well, it's I know that everybody thinks kids are an expense and a liability, but we always talk about how kids are wealth.
They are an
If you
asset.
use it properly, kids are an asset. But it's like any other asset. If you waste it, it's gonna become a liability, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so keeping your kids close to you, training them the right way, goes a long way. And I learned that really by accident. I didn't have as many kids as I should have had. I had one biological daughter, but I also helped raise my baby brother. I changed his diapers when he was a newborn, and that was really instrumental in later on when I needed help with my business. When I needed somebody that was going to be loyal, that possessed my same values, that wasn't just there for the money. And to this day, I work with him every other day. We talk all the time, And in case anybody wants to know, but my brother Lawrence, he does some really cool stuff. A lot of y'all may have met him at some point, but he's working in Tulsa with the foundation, and they're basically bringing black businesses to Tulsa, and he's holding black events for venture capital investors called Deal Noirs. If you go on LinkedIn, you'll find there a lot of bougie rich black people come to those events, and they're doing these
All right.
$1 million deals and everything. And it's really funny because I think back, I remember when he was a teenager, and I remember him saying, I want to do deals one day. Right now, he's literally he's over 40 now.